Hello, welcome to another video. So obviously a recording of these two quarter scale lovely ladies from Overlord, Narberal Gamma and Shalltear from Overlord by Freeing, the quarter scale. Yeah, so hopefully this video appeals to you. There'll be links to my Patreon page down below, as there'll be a Patreon video coming up in a week, in about a week's time after this one, of their cast off, B-roll of their cast off and how to remove their suit. So yeah, but we'll start with the information about these characters. So Narberal Gamma was released in December of 2024, so the end of last year. Obviously, I'm getting around to doing her towards the end of November, so quite a while. I've had her for quite a while, just finally getting around to doing her. She looks really good. And then Shalltear came out in April, and then I got her sort of July-ish, and then yeah, now I'm doing her another 4 months after that. Yeah, they look really good overall. They're not bad. Obviously, with them being cast off is a nice bonus. It's sort of something I do look for generally, especially with freeing figures that are characters that I enjoy or from series that I have watched. If they're cast off, then it's kind of like an auto buy for me to try and get them, and then obviously do videos on them if I can get them in. But we'll start with Shalltear, who personally out of the two is my more favourite one that we've got here. I like her pose a lot more compared to Shalltear's one. The fact that she's more upright, more vertically challenged. You can obviously see she's giving you a lot more, a better view of her front area of her eyes. But yeah, I like the fact that she's got a very warm skin tone as well, compared to Shalltear, who's very cold. She's obviously, with her being a vampire, she's got very grey or placid skin, so she's definitely a lot more pale. But there is a difference between the two in terms of their actual bunny suits, even though they're both white bunny suits. Narberal Gamma's is a cooler tone, has more blue and silver hues throughout her bunny suit, and the actual suit, the ears and her heels, whereas Shalltear's is warmer. There's more oranges throughout the actual shading in the bunny suit, so it's definitely, which is the opposite from the skin tone to the bunny suit, which I think is a nice touch. It definitely gives you a bit more contrast and makes them a bit more lively, in my opinion, for getting these. But these are both obviously cast-off figures, as mentioned, and Narberal Gamma's cast-off one is very nice as well, obviously with the fact that she's got her assets on display. With both of them, there's a seam down the right-hand side. To remove Narberal Gamma's one, you can actually remove her left arm as just a bonus, just to let you know, and then you can actually get the suit around. Both of them, there's a seam in the crotch area as well that you have to obviously pop out, so then you can get this around. So yeah, that'll swing around and you can get her suit off that way by removing her arm, which is a good, nice touch. So you're not much less likely to get paint transfer anywhere and damage the figure. Get her arm back in. I really do like what they've done as well, with the fact that the bunny ears are behind the sort of made headpiece. Oh, let's get some better light in here, actually. Forgot. There we go, that's better. Hopefully that's better. So, yeah, hopefully, so should be better. I definitely prefer that than just having the normal headband, and then you can just see the ear inserts, which can be a bit off-putting. But yeah, I really do like this figure. Definitely my favourite out of the three. I like the 3/4 length stockings as well. Definitely a bit more sexy in my opinion than full stockings, depending on the character. But it definitely suits her maid attire with the sort of upper arm sort of fabric. Well, I don't know what these are called. But yeah, definitely she's obviously a maid anyways for irons and gold. So yeah, that makes sense. And then Shalltear, to remove her corset, you got to actually pull obviously the bunny suit ear off. I'd remove the ponytail as well, and then you've got to obviously pop the seam off from the centre. But you have to work around her back. You have to get the back piece around, and then you got to twist the piece that goes between her legs, so then you can then actually pull it out. for the crotch area that goes between her legs. That's really the only way to get it out. And it also pops underneath her collar that she's got going on. The suit does, since it's like a full suit. And there's a reason why she's obviously displayed with ample boobage, but if you've watched the anime, you know she's not. She pretty much wears padding there, which they do replicate. When you do remove the suit, you do see that she's flat. So she's faking it in this suit, which is perfectly fine. It's true to the character. It's a nice touch, nice bonus. The face, I would say, is better on Shalltear's than Narberal's. Narberal's is just a plain face. I do like the eyes, but that's because the vampire of her being a vampire, obviously. So they've lifted that strictly from the character. The little one fang as well coming out of her mouth is a really nice touch. It's definitely cute. And the fact that you can display them like right next to each other, because they're slightly different poses, you can put their legs crossed, as you'll see in the thumbnail. You would have seen that. Very nice looking figures. I think definitely worth getting a hold of. I don't know, haven't done how displaying them with Albedo will be after I get round to that, which you'll probably see when I do a room tour towards the end of the year. Once I sort of get more of these figures out of their boxes and in display. But yeah, they're really good figures. About 39,600 yen each. So once I got them shipped here and then paid for import fees, I think they were close to 260-ish, 270-ish. All said and done, basically, to get them here. So yeah, very nice looking figures. I really do like as I said, the warm skin tone of Narberal. She's definitely my favourite out of the three from Overlord. I like her pose a lot better. The fact she doesn't take up so much space, whereas Albedo's wings just take up so much space on the bloody shelf. That's why I see a lot of people display her without her wings, just to save on space. But yeah, really good touch. I really like both of them. Shalltear takes up a lot of space as well because of her ponytail, which does touch the floor, unfortunately. So there's a lot more depth and width to her because of her ponytail. They could have probably, wrapped it around her or something a bit more differently, or maybe have it like wrapped over her arm, if they wrapped it over her right arm, would have probably been nice because then it would have cut down space and then at least been a bit more different, a bit more dynamic. Yeah, and Narberal's sort of, I do like her very dark blue to black shading on her hair is really nice, and the ribbon's quite a nice touch that she has when she's adventuring out with Ainz in the anime. Yeah, very nice looking figures. I really like them as well. I really like the bunny suits. I like Shalltear's bunny suit design, obviously covering the chest area, giving a bit of mystery as like why is she not showing off her assets if she's got them, because she doesn't have them. But yeah, if you want the fully cast off section, obviously that'll be in Patreon, and hopefully enjoy the B-roll, and I'll come back to you towards the end of the video for my final thoughts. Well, that's the unboxing of and review, or well, covering of the physical, B-roll of these two lovely figures, Shalltear and Narberal Gamma. They look really nice. I think definitely Narberal's definitely worth getting. Shalltear, maybe not. There's a bit of QC issues. The suit's a bit difficult to get off. Obviously, there's a slip in her wrist where there's a mould slip, seems like. So there's just done like a mould line, so that's a bit of an issue. Hopefully, it comes out in the photos or the video all right. But apart from that, they'd have really good looking quarter scale figures. So we'll go back to the talking head about these two and the boxes. So thank you for watching this bit, and I shall see you in another. Well, hopefully you enjoyed the B-roll and the actual displaying of these, of them doing their 360 views and a couple of shots of them. Very nice looking figures. Again, like the pose, I think definitely worth getting a hold of if you're an Overlord fan and you're a bunny scale enjoyer like I am. Then with them being also cast off as a nice bonus, depending on how you like to display your figures, obviously you can display them cast off. Both of them perfectly fine cast off as well, actually, and quite enjoy both of them to be cast off. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with them, and yeah, I'll include links to the MFC pages down below if you want to see photos of other people having these both in their collection, of them cast off as well, so you can get an idea of what they actually at least look like cast off. Or you can check out my Patreon video, or check out my Patreon page. There'll be a video on there soon for them, which will be showing the cast off B-roll and me talking about them being cast off and whatnot. So if comment, like, and subscribe. Comment as well for any other platforms. If you don't want to use Patreon, if there's any other platforms that I can use to upload NSFW content onto, or video or figure reviews onto, then I'll look into those platforms and potentially use those as well instead. Obviously, if they have the option for subscribing in the future, some sort of monthly contribution, that'll be worth getting hold of, me looking into, since I'll be obviously looking to, as the channel grows and I get more of this content and more of these figures in, and do more videos on these, since I can't obviously do fully cast off figures on YouTube for obvious reasons, family friendly platform and all that jazz. So yeah, I shall catch you in the tomorrow's video, which will be Ami figure pre-order roundup. It's looking like a really good figure week as well. Actually, there's a couple of figures I'm really looking forward to getting a hold of. So hopefully that comes across in the video, and we can do some pointers about those figures when we get to looking at those. I shall catch you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.